In breaking news, we start with a man has died after he was shot during an apparent robbery late last night. News Channel 5's Matthew Torres live for us in the Hermitage Police Precinct area. That's where officers are investigating. Are they any closer to finding the people responsible, Matthew?
Well, really, at this point, they are still needing the public's help. At last check, they were interviewing the brother of the victim as well as trying to gather more leads and witnesses to this, since at this point, they believe 2 or 3 men may have been involved in this shooting. We have learned this morning that the victim is a 32-year-old man. He was taken to the hospital late last night where he later died. This all took place around 9 p.m. in the 600 block of Blue Water Drive, which is just southwest of Smith Springs public use area at Percy Priest Lake. So far, like I said, 2 or 3 men believed to be wearing all dark clothes approached the victim and his brother out on the street last night. Police say they tried to rob both men as they were walking down the street and fired at least 1 shot at the victim. He walked up to a neighbor who called 911. Now, at this point, there really isn't a specific suspect description, but what we do know is that police believe the men took off in a Nissan Sentra or Versa with a loud muffler. If you know any information, you are urged to call Crime Stoppers. The number is 615-74-CRIME. Reporting live at the Hermitage Police Precinct, I'm Matthew Torres, News Channel 5.
Matthew, thanks for the update on that. 2 men are now behind bars. They're accused of shooting and killing a man near the TSU campus months ago. Tawan Wallace and William Lawrence are charged with first-degree murder. Police say they shot Eric Jackson in the head while he and his girlfriend were sitting in a car near Hadley Park, not far from the TSU campus, back in September. Jackson was rushed to the hospital where he died. The girlfriend was not hurt. Right now, police are trying to track down a woman and 3 men who robbed a car dealership last week, and they were caught on surveillance camera right there robbing the employees of the Haywood Lane Auto Sales in December. They took off in a silver Buick. If you recognize either one of those people, 2 of the 4 involved, call Crime Stoppers at 615-74-CRIME. 2 teenagers are accused of a violent robbery at a Sonic drive-in. Police say 17-year-old Bobby McGuire grabbed an employee from behind and shoved her inside. 15-year-old Orlando Givens followed and demanded cash at gunpoint, and then they took off. Both were quickly arrested and charged with aggravated robbery. Well, it was a deadly day, unfortunately, on Tennessee roadways yesterday. 2 people died in separate crashes, including a 9-year-old Murray County girl. Kirsten Edmiston died after a distracted driver plowed into the back of the white sedan that she was riding in along Lewisburg Highway in Murray County. It happened yesterday morning. 4 other people were hurt, but they should survive. No word yet what charges that distracted driver will be facing. William Hayes was hit and killed by a semi. He was trying to fix his truck on the side of Waldron Road in Laverne. We're told that charges are pending now against the driver of the semi. As soon as we get an update on what charges those may be, we will pass those along to you. The Metro school system is facing a class action lawsuit this morning following a News Channel 5 investigation, which raised questions about the testing practices at some of the city's struggling high schools.
These children all have the same claim. They have focused on people who did not necessarily have the sophistication to do anything about it. I want to give them a voice.
The lawsuit filed yesterday claims a former student, Pearl Cone High School, was taken out of her Algebra 1 class over concern that her grades might pull down the school's test scores. That student, Tony Jones, sat down with our chief investigative reporter, Phil Williams.
What would you want the school system to know about what they did to you?
I would want them to know simply it wasn't right, because now I have to sit and I have all these things to make up that I don't know. So I feel like I was cheated out of my education.
You can hear her full story tonight on News Channel 5 at 6. Meantime, state lawmakers plan to hold hearings on the controversy coming up on Thursday.